excited about.
There's some really cool stuff with movement, I'll say that. The movement and the feel of the game from current gen to next gen is like this giant leap. And on top of that, you know, I'm not a graphics guy, I'm not an artist, but when I look at it as a fan of the game, I'm like, man, I'm blown away by what that team has accomplished too. So it just looks incredible. Like the lighting looks crazy, the details and the texture of the skin.
And a look at the Warriors arriving earlier on. Well, I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Wiggins.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Chris. And good that time. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
It's so fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams and what these individual players could be like. Here's Lillard, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shot by Collins, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
A second chance effort. They kick it out to Green. Lillard against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson outside. From deep. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, there's certain guys where the area of expertise is from long distance. Klay Thompson doing work.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Chris. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Curry kicks to Chris. Shoots over Lillard. Chris can't hit.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's McCollum in the corner. To end the run, Nurkic finds McCollum. Clock is at 3. Portland needs to get off a shot. Deep 2 from Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Warriors leading by 5.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. A 3-ball. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the middle. Here's Chris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquise Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Looney's checked in for Marquise Chris. Little with the ball. Here's Whiteside. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Lasagna, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Hezonja. Kicks to Little. Pass to Simons. Feeds to Whiteside. To the inside. Free throw line jump shot. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And that one's good. Wiggins.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Simons. Passes a Little. Ripped away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And so all the great Golden State Warriors scores, Draymond Green's.
I think there are times where one of
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 2 points, that one goes.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Here's Hezonja, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hezonja's got his first basket.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Smile-a-geesh. It's stolen by Little. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Trent. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
For the Trailblazers, Zach Collins checked in for Hezonja. Anthony comes in for Little. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simmons. And stolen by Whiteside. Back to McCollum. The pass to Trent. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Shoots over Curry. 5 on the clock. Collins. Portland no good that time either.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
Pass to Trent. McCollum outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Warriors leading by 14. Outside Curry. Another three for Golden State.
When a player is in his range, as soon as he steps across the half-court line, that's almost impossible to check. Welcome, Mr. Curry, to the three party.
Pass to Trent. Lets the three fly. Warriors with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
McCollum outside. Down low. And finished off by Collins.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's Curry outside. It's good from long range. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Warriors now. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Anthony in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
And Green gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in its center. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And Green slams it in.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things differently.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry with the incredible range he has on his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great example. Good work there as it goes. And it's 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Mario Hezonja comes in for Zach Collins. Little, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for McCollum. To the inside. Passes it to Pascal. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Three-pointer. No good there. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
How exciting is this kid? One of the more athletic front court players you'll find in the NBA. Marquise Chris doing work.
Lillard attacking. And he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The pass to Pascal. Here's Poole, covered by Lillard. That 3 off the mark. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Baseline J on the way. Again, the miss by Lillard. Warriors leading by 22.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Lillard softly drops in the floater. Lillard's got 10.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Wiggins passes to Poole. Here's Pascal. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Simons, the pass to Hezonja. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Pass to Whiteside. It's Hezonja in the corner. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Chris in the post. He's covered by Whiteside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chris has got 8 here in the quarter.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
And Hezonja gets it to go.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
They get a hand on it.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a 22-point lead as Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
It's a long game. It's a long.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. McCollum outside. Puts up a 3. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Green. Looney down low. Working on Nurkic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson.
You know, great scorers just have that knack. Get inside, it's either a bucket or a trip to the free throw line.
Doris, you've seen a lot of the Golden State Warriors. You've covered their last 5 finals appearances, their 3 championships. Where do you think the Warriors rank all time?
Well, first of all, it's been a privilege to cover one of the great teams in NBA history. I do believe it's really hard to compare eras, because if you think back to the 90s and the level of physicality that defenses were allowed to play with, you know, it's a drastically different game. It's played in much more open space. Steph Curry has completely changed the defensive geometry with his ability to shoot the basketball. But listen, for me, it's been a privilege to cover this great Warriors run.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the layup falls.
Well, Thompson is so great at sprinting up the floor, exceptional at getting to the right spot.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Green, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Cullen passes to Trent. In the corner, Collins with it. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Clock at 6. That shot off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Curry outside. Green. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 5 points in the quarter. Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Fires the 3. Here's Nurkic. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Horde. Now, here's Nurkic. Defense is right there. It's Herzonia in the corner. Adams outside. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Little. He's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Adams right side. And the layup is good. There's the triple. That shot, no good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The skin, everything just looks so lifelike.
That's awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, you get me excited.
So, Agent, you've been really vocal about gameplay in a lot of the videos and the content that you create. Play a lot of Pro-Am, you play a lot of Park. What's one thing you want to see improved on from a gameplay standpoint?
There needs to be like a variety.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hello. Yeah, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. It's going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, the Warriors. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And, guys, for the Warriors, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
And you have to wonder just how different this team will look next season, from players to possibly coaches, maybe every level of the organization.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Doncic, also Seth Curry out there. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Here's Wiggins. The Mavericks making the shot. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15. And it's Wiggins missing. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Chris gets the bucket.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
Outside Curry. Outside Porzingis. Doncic outside. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Chris. Hits the jump hook. Chris has got 6.
Well, Chris and his mobility are something that could set him apart at his position.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Shots good by Green.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Porzingis kicks to Curry. They double-team Curry. And again, Dallas turns it over. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
There's the pass to Kleba. Now here's Porzingis. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Pascal. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered. Finds the open man.
Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. From downtown. Kleba, no good. Warriors leading by 7. Thompson outside. Launches a 3. Curry can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. And the layup's good off the glass. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the game.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Here's Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming off that loss against the Nets. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. And that's now 7 points for Steph Curry. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Porzingis has got 6.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot and his offensive game now.
It's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Mavericks making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Barea's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Burke in for Doncic. Back to Wiggins. Here's Poole. And, oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last-second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
Notching a 50-40.
The field goal percentage as a whole is...
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Trey Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Kleba in at the power forward position. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
Here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Right, that's a two-pointer. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. They trail by 14. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Looney with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. On the free throw, no good. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Wiggins drives in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Burke can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 12. Smailagic. Kleba with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The baseline J, and he drops that one in.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Here's Poole. Burke covering. Higgins outside. The three. The Mavericks pull it in. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Burke finds Curry. To the left wing. Here's Kleba. Offline with his three. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Guarded by Wright. Got a piece of it. Left side Curry. Dishes it to Wright. And it's blocked.
That's some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
Lets it go from 11. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Curry with the three. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Wiggins drives in. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To the middle. Curry kicks to Marjanovic. To the left side wing. Cleveland, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Makes it off the glass. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hits the 3-point bomb. Kleba's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Wiggins drives in. Smailagic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Warriors lead by 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Work kicks to Curry. Off target from outside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Marjanovic, and the shot goes in. Marjanovic has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. Here's Kleber. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. And that should do it.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Mavericks trail by 10. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Wiggins. He kicks to Green. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Maverick shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim. Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
For Dallas, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. Both shots good from the stripe. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And, guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 10 points.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. On the paint, and the rejection by Curry.
Curry, great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
And Green gets it to go.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift-wrapping points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Thompson with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Chalk up 2 there. Doncic has got his second basket.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Curry. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Hardaway. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Green.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now here's Hardaway after the miss from Stephen Curry.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Good on the shot. 6 points for Draymond Green.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Pass to Looney. Doncic against Curry. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. But they'll get another chance. Passes it to Green. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Porzingis passes to Barea. Back to Porzingis. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Now, this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
And the pass to Pascal. Kicks to Curry. From deep. That one, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Marjanovic. Curry is out there with Wright. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kleba in at the 4. Now, Wright, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Marjanovic, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target. Yikes. Bad miss. If he could be more assertive as a finisher inside, he would be so much more effective.
And it's good, 2 points.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 14. Right, the pass to Marjanovic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Wright. And stolen by Wright. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Warriors leading by 10. Outside Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Curry dishes to Hardaway. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. Over Chris. Inside. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Guarded by Hardaway. And he banks in the layup.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Curry against Wright. From past the arc. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 19 points.
A thing of beauty, Steph Curry's shot from distance, pure.
And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. Unloads. Again, the Mavericks score.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
And it goes down 2 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Zinkis is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for DeLon Wright. Now here's Thompson. Kept alive. The shot will not fall. Doncic feeling it out. Over Green. Nails the baby hook. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. At one point, they led by 16.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And really an important win from a pride standpoint. Nobody likes getting swept, so they're able to salvage a win in this 4-game season series.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Steph Curry.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Curry finds Porzingis. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
Chris can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
It's Curry outside. The Mavericks rebound. That one, no good. Chris pass to Green. Wiggins outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Pulls up. Here's Porzingis. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. RPM tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Of like effective animations. What I saw happen a couple times in 2K20 was when there was something like that behind the back, everybody was spamming it. When that was nerfed, like now there's really nothing to use. I prefer if there was more effective animations than no effective animations, if that makes sense. But Mike hit on the point a little bit earlier, is it's a video game. And I know the balance can be kind of difficult sometimes because you want it.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on Payday.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints.
The players love him. Thank you, David. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland just a couple spots back.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, Curry is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. Jacks up a 3, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Collins. Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. A lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things: desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, Kevin. Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
It's Anthony with the drive.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Portland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Right side, Porzingis. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. A beautiful reverse layup. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Anthony. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. Knocked loose.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
And that one's good, Anthony.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Here's Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Doncic has got his second bucket. And it's McCollum in the corner. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard against Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And a deep 3 from Lillard. They get the rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And, Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Lillard scanning the floor. Here's Anthony, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
To the inside. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Collins is running, and the basket by McCollum.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. That one goes. He's counted. He's got 9.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lillard outside. Anthony in the corner. Pass to Nurkic from 10 feet out. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Mavericks trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Outside Anthony. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Dallas with another.
Punch, counter punch. impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. Fires from the wing. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Collins. Collins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Porzingis. And he beats the bucket. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Great team play. So
be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay. I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. Little with the ball. Passes it to Trent. For 3. They get it again. The shot missing. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Wright. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And that one's good. Burke's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs. Now the Blazers rely on their guard in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
Barea with a wide open look, sinks the triple. And now a 5-point Dallas lead.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
The pass to Whiteside. Here's Trent. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot to stop the run. Here's Azania. And the 3 off target. Dallas leading by 5. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Whiteside. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Pass to Burke. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Burke's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Trent. To the paint. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Barea. And no good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still is.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
In the corner, it's Little. Passes to Hazania. Down low. And another turnover here by Portland.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. His last 10 games, he's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Marjanovic, and he makes good on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
The pass to Wright. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Back to Wright. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Wright's got 4 points now in the quarter. Lillard outside. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 11 points and 4. And that'll do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by Lillard. And Finney Smith has it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. To the right side. And here's Collins from outside. And Curry pulls it down.
It might take a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Keep the calm down. Play their game.
It's good on the putback. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
No good from Finney Smith. Trailblazers trail by 7. Collins kicks to Anthony. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, he plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, he's constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Mavericks have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Burke in for Seth Curry. The drive by Nurkic, and the basket is good. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with the multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Azanya. Porzingis with the block. It's tipped. Finney-Smith passes to Burke. Out to Doncic. Burke looking over the floor. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lock at 6. Shot on the wing. No good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. To the inside. Simons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. And the top rebounding teams in the league this season. 5th, the Mavericks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Whitey's checked in for the Mavericks. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Little.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
1:05 left to play in the third. Here's Anthony. An easy 2 points on the layup. Anthony's got 12 points in the game.
Anthony, a perennial all-star talent, specifically because of that scoring ability, one of the best in the business.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
From the baseline, the Mavericks pull it in.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Dallas, no good that time either.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
That bucket in no time at all. That's now 8 points for Nurkic. The Mavericks leading. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Right, the pass to Burke. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Simons. Burke covering. Nurkic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Mavericks ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back with you. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Marjanovic. DeJuan Wright is out there with Curry. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Kleba in at power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. That ties the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks. There's the double team from Whiteside. And stolen by Whiteside. Anthony dishes to Nurkic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony. And he can't get the first one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
It's in what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
Now McCollum. The dish to Lillard. To take the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, when you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than Damian Lillard. His play, his presence, Kevin. He's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
Chris, you were talking about the presence of Lillard. Very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love Damian Lillard. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Curry against McCollum. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Marjanovic. And Doncic is subbed in for Wright. And it's Lillard missing. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 3. And the dunk by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Gotta admire the passion that it plays, but he knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
The Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Outside Hardaway. 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And too long on the shot.
He lets the D off the hook right there. I mean, if they let him get that open again in that spot, they'll get burned.
McCollum, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. It counts.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lillard attacking. Great D that time from Hardaway. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good league. It's even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Here is Lillard. Goes up the baseline. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Lillard, Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Here is Whiteside. Off the inbound. Rebounded by Jackson. Now here's Kid Gilchrist, and Barea has it in the corner. Another 3 for Dallas.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. Just a total team effort.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden.
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Sometimes because you want it, it's a simulation game, you want it to be like real life. But when I am playing video games, I'm playing to have fun. Honestly, I like it when the game is more fast-paced. When the game is a little bit slowed down, it kind of just feels like, man, those aren't, like, they need to be NBA players. They're athletic.
No, I mean, that's a good point to have, but, you know, it's always about coming back to the fans. And Mike, now this is your chance to ask Agent a question.
The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors. We know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. Now, here's Green. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Anthony on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. No good on that one. So Golden State will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Chris kicks to Wiggins. Poked loose. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Hits it from three-point range.
Steph, maybe the best shooter we've seen from beyond the arc. Pretty.
Anthony on the wing. And it's Anthony with the jam.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Outside Curry. Green left side. Inside, Chris. Nurkic with the block. Lillard looking around. And Lillard gets double teamed. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Anthony's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talk about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Draymond Green. Lillard the pass to Collins. Up again. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic, and it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Lillard. Shoots over Curry, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lillard outside. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, and the Warriors miss again. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Over in the corner, Lillard takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And stolen by Wiggins. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. That one falls. Curry's got 5 points so far.
You got to reward him. He's getting out in transition and running. Get the ball to Stephen Curry.
Anthony on the wing. Chris with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside Curry. To the middle. And stolen by Lillard. Anthony drives in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang! Oh my goodness! Love it!
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
It's a cognitive and neurological.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Looney, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Count that bucket. Azanya's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And it had been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney. Not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots. And he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
Warriors shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Curry from deep three-point land. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 points.
We're talking about Stephen Curry range right now in that shot.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Lasagna's shot is off.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
That misses off the backboard.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Passes it to Whiteside. And that one drops for him. Whiteside's got his first bucket in this one.
When he gets the ball in that close with Whiteside's length, I don't know how you stop him.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. A 3-ball. And that one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Trent can't hit. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Pascal. We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Pascal's got his second bucket of the night. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust and they find their way.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Simons. That one doesn't go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Inside, Pascal, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
High post, Nurkic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And the basket by Pascal.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Yep, it counts.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Thompson against McCollum. Out to the wing. Thompson, the bounce pass. Pascal, the basket pool. Wiggins outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Curry looking it over. Shoots over Nurkic. Collins grabs the miss. And so Lillard will bring it up with a trailblazer. Trailing by 5. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love it.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Thompson with the block.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Wiggins with it. Lillard picks him up. And there's Chris. That's good on the assist by Wiggins. Chris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Lillard dishes to McCollum. This one for 3. Lillard misses.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's Hazanya with the foul. That's his first foul. Curry fires from way outside. And the Warriors miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Hazanya kicks to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 9.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Curry from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Looney. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Both teams will make substitutions. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Damian Lillard.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And the basket by Pascal.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Finished off the break.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Kicks it out to Lillard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Good effort and energy by Whiteside. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
Lillard comes with the double team. Smile-a-geesh. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Looney. Portland also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Zach Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simmons.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Chris can't hit. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lillard, the pass to Trent. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Trent's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. It's tipped and stolen by Whiteside. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Trent gets the bucket.
Yeah, and you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Here's Pascal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
When you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And he makes both free throws. And a deep three from Lillard. Can't connect. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Thompson is out there with Wiggins. And there's Chris. And it's Pascal in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. A baseline J. Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Wiggins. And there's the pass to Chris. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Whiteside kicks to McCullough. Now, Nurkic. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Puts it up from 12. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Warriors leading by 10. Thompson outside. Fires for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
The little things that make a difference. Whiteside staying alert, open man, makes the right basketball play.
Thompson outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. It's Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Warriors lead by 11. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
Another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Here's Wiggins, lays it up and banks it in.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. That's going to send Damian Lillard to the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Lillard, no good on the free throw. Warriors leading by 10. Chris with it. Now Anthony defending. Green passes to Curry. Latrey. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, there is no doubt Hassan Whiteside still a major factor in rim protection.
I'm not sure if his block totals will get back to 4 a game, but he still gets plenty of blocks. The fear he puts in shooters, the amount of shots he changes, still make him one of the best in the business on defense. No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Curry against Lillard, and a wide open look for McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to basket. And here's Chris to the inside. Here's Wiggins, and oh boy, a lot of contact. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Steph Curry.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Curry against Lillard from deep. Again, the miss by Lillard. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. Drops in the tray.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
To ask Agent a question, maybe about gameplay or 2K20 or 2K21. What's on your mind, Mike?
This idea of esports. I know a lot of people complain about dice rolls and missing full whites. Like, do you think that's something we need to go like to the extreme with? What I'm scared of, I guess, is like we make Team Pro-Am or something. Make it so that if you don't get a perfect release.
The sprawling metropolis. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, the Warriors. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And for the Warriors, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward spot. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward position.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Green finds Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Chris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Finney-Smith, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Chris. A three-pointer. Wiggins. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And another shot, and he knocks down the jumper. Chris has got 8 points.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Here's Porzingis. Finney-Smith. Great positioning on the putback.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
It's Curry outside. And the Warriors get it back. Chris kicks to Green. Count the basket. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. Talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP. 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, I think this is an ideal recipe for Wiggins. Attacking on the drive, making people try to match up with his athleticism. That's a winning combination for Wiggins.
Green with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
On its way from Curry for two. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Wright, the pass to Hardaway. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. And Barea subbed in for Hardaway. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Barea looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Pass to Burke. Back to Barea. There's the three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Back to the action after this one. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of him.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Curry, and it's Poole in at the 2-guard. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Well, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
One-on-one here. Barea with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Bucket is good. Burke's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Over to the left wing. Some nice passing by Golden State. Outside Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
A nice shot by Barea.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Here's Poole. Another 3 for Golden State.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Barea with a wide open look, and he overshot that one, missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Took him no time at all on that one. 17 points for Steph Curry.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 11. Passes it to Wright. Makes it off the glass. Wright's got his first points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Burke looking over the floor. Shoots. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 11. Over to the wing. Here's Pascal. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And right, here we go. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And Golden State also making a change. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Curry. Now, here's Marjanovic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one drops. Here's Wiggins. Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Here's Pascal. It's blocked. Here's Finney-Smith. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Maxi Kleber. Seth Curry, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Burke. Now here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Thompson's got 6 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Green finds Wiggins. Now, here's Thompson. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists. And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve the rebound?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important. but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Now here's Porzingis. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Out to Hardaway. Curry against Doncic. Good on the bucket. Doncic has got 8 points.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Wiggins, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Back to Green. Pass to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Kept alive. Green kicks to Chris. Another shot. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Green, the pass to Chris. Yep, that one goes in there. 12 points for him.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Doncic, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Green. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one's good. Right.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Curry can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Finney-Smith. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
To the paint. Here's Pascal. It's rebounded by Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender posted.
Looney kicks to Wiggins. Back to Looney. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Kleba. Connects on the open J. Kleba's got 6 points.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Now here's Wiggins. Defense right on him. And here is Burke. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Warriors lead by 1. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Looney. Curry is out there with Wiggins. And it's Pascal in at the small forward. Kleba, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
So the wing on the left. The pass to Pascal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shoot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Here's Doncic. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic to take the lead. He lays it in. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Back to Curry. There's the triple. And Wright pulls it down.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Doncic against Curry. Shot from the wing. Doncic, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Back to Chris. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Marjanovic. And it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Curry.
And Kevin, that 3-ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Doncic kicks to Kleba. From 6 away, Doncic trying to get open. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Porzingis. Curry passes to Chris. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
And you can't give Thompson even an inch of airspace, especially from outside the arc. That's when he's looking to strike.
In the corner, it's Kleba. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Finney-Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry dishes to Doncic. Count it. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Green finds Curry. Thompson with it. Down low. Chris can't hit.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Over Thompson, and Thompson sends it back. And he gets it back. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. On the wing, Wiggins. Rebounded by Hardaway. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Hardaway with the steal. Curry kicks to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Back to Curry. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Outside Curry. Pass to Finney-Smith. In the corner, Hardaway with it. To take the lead. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks, for Greg Anthony.
body fluid, and goaltender. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
casual people that just want to hop on the game and have fun, and the competitive guys who are in there to try and get as good as humanly possible. I think you knew that, though, Mike.
Yeah, I just like to hear it.
Last thing, Agent, if you had one thing that you could wish for in NBA 2K21, that would be
proximity chat, because it's realistic, it's incredibly fun.
The bustling city of Portland. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Dallas. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, 2 spots down.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Hardaway, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Lillard scanning the floor. The long-distance 3 is buried. Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
Here's Lillard. The Mavericks making the shot. And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
Doncic against Lillard. Outside Collins. It's McCollum on the wing. Curry with the steal. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for McCollum. Averaging about 22 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Here's Nurkic. That one doesn't drop.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And that's now 6 points for Nurkic. And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. McCollum feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Nurkic. Nice D from Porzingis.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Trailblazers leading by 6. McCollum dishes to Collins. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Zinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low.
They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. It's stolen by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball.
Can't take Melo for granted on defense. That time with the active hands to help come away with the steal.
Porzingis can't hit. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. For Dallas, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Barea kicks to Kleba. Pass to Marjanovic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Right side, good.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat. Up. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Trey Burke, also J.J. Barea out there. DeJuan Wright is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Kleba in at the four-man position. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw
name.
that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. Portland leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Simons. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
There's the double team from Whiteside. And stolen by Whiteside. And now Portland on the break. And finished off by Hezonja.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Mavericks trail by 8. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Burke.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Trent, guarded by Barea. Simons, the pass to Hezonja. Here's Trent. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Azanya's got 4 points this quarter.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Whiteside. Here's Simons, guarded by Marjanovic. Off target with his three.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Azanya, following the score by Dallas. Shoots the three. Here's Whiteside, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Now here's Barea, D right on him. Kleba kicks to Barea, the 8-footer, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And now here's Hazonia. 8 points his last outing. Passes it to Whiteside. Here's Trent from outside the arc. They get it back. No good that time. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. And here's Barea outside. A rebound by Hazanya. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now the pass to Trent. Launches a three. The Mavericks pull it in.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
McCollum from deep three-point land. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So, all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, that was a rough ride in the first quarter for Dallas. They wasted no time putting themselves in a... And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Mavericks leading.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now Lillard after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's now 10 points for Damian Lillard. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum from deep. Porzingis with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Curry gets the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here's McCollum. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Lillard outside. Dishes it to Collins. The shot from 20 feet away. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Collins.
He's just such a dynamite scorer, and for 82 games of a regular season, Lillard's in attack mode.
Goes up on the wing. That one a little long. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. He dishes it to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Lillard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 4th in assists and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Now here is Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's stolen by Anthony. Lillard against Curry. They get it back. McCollum. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Out to Anthony. Pass to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Lillard missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points for him. Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anthony. Lays it up off the glass. Anthony's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Doncic, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Inside, Lillard, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Free throw good, Damian Lillard. Your 3 for 7-footer Zach Collins showing some real potential as a 3-and-D rim protector.
The interesting thing about last year in Zach Collins was how he played in the playoffs, stepping up, playing with tremendous confidence, playing with physicality. Showed a lot of signs of why it is Portland moved up a couple years ago in the draft to get Zach Collins in uniform.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Right from outside, another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Portland leading. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Lillard from outside. Nailed from 3-point land. Lillard's got 15 points in just the second half. Doncic outside. Hardaway with a wide open look. And it's good off the back rim and in.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 24.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Trailblazers lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Mavericks. Wright is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kleba in at the 4. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Lillard outside. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. The Mavericks trailing. And right, here we go. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard with it. Hardaway picks him up. And Lillard kicks to Whiteside. Here's Simons. To the inside. Here's Lillard. Count it from 12. Lillard's got 26 points.
Yeah, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Hardaway goes in. Marjanovic down low. Whiteside's there. Wright, that's a two-pointer. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard, just 5 on the clock. Over Doncic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
I see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Out to Hardaway. Now Marjanovic. And stolen by Whiteside. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
A great pass by Whiteside, hanging in that play.
Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Doncic. Basket counts. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
The shot's good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Yes, and the foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot.
Guess what, Kev? Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic feeling it out. That shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Passes it to Collins. And it's McCollum in the corner. It's stolen by Curry. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personnel. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Now here's Lillard on the arc. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Blazers on offense. 6-point lead. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's in!
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
To the left wing. Collins finds Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Anthony. It's stolen by Curry. From deep three-point range, and that one drops.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic...
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.